Tom.
Hello, everybody! Tom Fox here, back to more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 in the last episode. It has been a while since I recorded, so I don't quite remember. I believe we overturned a government and helped Mandalore find some Jedi clans. In this episode, we're gonna be headed. It kind of appears that I've got nothing left to do. There's the battle circle, but if I go back to the Mandalorian area, that's just not up and running. I don't even know if I can go to the moon of Dixon. You know what? Let's just check it out and see what there is, because if we can't do that, if we can't do the battle circle, then I will just head on over to Dantooine and continue the main story, because I think we're kind of getting close to the end of this here. Ooh. No audio. There's no sound effects at all in the ship right now. It's just the music. I'm gonna bring along. I want Atten to become a Jedi at some point. Just okay, so for total clarity, in your party, Atten, Beodor, and the Handmaiden can become Jedi if you have enough influence with them. I think everybody else gives you like some kind of bonus. Yeah, bonus. Or maybe there's something else that I'm missing. I don't know. All I know is that those three can become Jedi. Or if you have a, actually no. I think also Mira can become a Jedi as well. And if you're playing as a male character, then the Disciple can become a Jedi. Either way, Atten and wait, did I pick another guy? I did not pick somebody else. Atten and who else should come with me? Probably T3. Although if I want to get someone with get more influence to people, I'll bring Visas. It should be helpful. I don't know why I'm so like bent on getting this right. There's really you were posing there for a second. All right, I just want to check to see if because really it's just gonna come down to me bring like either Atten or Visas with Mandalore to Dantooine in order to get that one tribe. But I'm pretty sure the battle circle's just gone for some reason. So that quest is forever out of my reach. It's probably forever out of my reach anyway, because I didn't build this character based around combat. He is built around spellcasting, which the Mandalorians really look down on. Take me to the jungle. I gotta get back on my ship. I think learning more about Atten would probably be the best way to go about this, though. Every time, it always seems like there's gonna be something that's gonna be like a cutscene or something, and it never is. All right, to Dantooine. We'll bring Mandalore. We'll bring Atten. It'll be all well and good. We're going to the Kunda settlement. Oh.
Something up?
Some questions.
No.
Yeah, I still don't have the influence with him. All right. It's all right. It's really easy to gain influence with Atten. I just got to be either psychotic or I can be psychotic or good, which is good for me because I'm dark Jedi. Speaking of dark Jedi, yeah, I'm still undoing all the good that I've done. We need to bring Atten and Mandalore for this one. We don't necessarily have to bring either of them, to be perfectly honest, but I need Mandalore. Speaking of needing Mandalore, skills. Let's get your awareness and your treat injury up, as those are going to be your bread and butter for a little while. Feats! Flurry is always good. They actually really balanced out. Holy cow. Critical. Hold on. How well did they improve upon this? Quadruples the critical threat range. Attack hit the target is also stunned for 6 seconds unless they make a 42 save. Character plus strength modifier. So yeah, they did. Okay, so I mean, even though Flurry is still really good, they did improve upon power attack by increasing the crit multiplier and giving the possibility to stun Although, couldn't critical strike always stun? I don't remember. It could theoretically be that they just fixed critical strike as well, because I remember that was broken in KOTOR 1. At any rate, two-weapon fighting is still massively broken. Let's go for Master Dual Strike, because why not? I don't have a lot of influence with him. Is his dexterity always 10? Either way, he can't, or maybe it's like reduced because of the armor he's wearing. Either way. Ooh, I just gotta bring the influence up to you a little bit more there, champ. And then you and I will be the best of evil Jedi friends. Where am I going? There's a group of Mandalorians somewhere around here. There's a crash site. I don't want to go to the Enclave quite yet. The Enclave courtyard. They both go to the Enclave courtyard. We'll find those two. Hope you all had a good December. I didn't record much over that just because I was kind of something that I traditionally do is that I'm kind of like go in November, and then I kind of peter out a little bit in December, and then kind of make a comeback in January. So here we are. This episode will probably be out by January because I'm recording it. It's the 30th today, I think. So like one day before New Year's. Wait, where am I? All right. The one thing that kills me here is that all right, Enclave Courtyard. Hopefully, it just won't force me into a thing that I don't want to do. So far, so good. Mercenary camp. There we go. Hello, Mandalorians. I'm assuming the one in the red is your leader.
Look who's walked into our camp, boys. Mandalore himself has come to visit us.
I am the new Mandalore. I have reclaimed Mandalore's helmet, lost after our defeat at Revan's hands. Assemble the rest of your clan. You will return to Dantooine. We must come together as we were before and prepare to fight a new war. A war that will return us to glory.
And if I take that helmet from you, guess that makes me the new Mandalore. I've always wanted to be called that. I know all about your exploits, Mandalore. We have fallen far in the past years, but even still, I will not stand idly while a usurper claims to be my leader.
It is unfortunate that you feel that way. Perhaps I'll be able to change your mind. Stay out of this. This is my fight.
Good thing I gave him all that treat injury. Oh yeah, no, this is he's boxing! Are you kidding me? I feel like this fight would have been a little bit tougher. There's no quest for this because again, this game was kind of incomplete. But still, it's good for influence on Mandalore.
No, Mandalore. We will follow you. Good. I have no desire to spill any more Mandalorian blood today. Gather your clan and return to Dantooine. You have seen the last of your mercenary days.
Yes, Mandalore.
We gotta get out of here. Mandalore's mad and scary. Influence gain with Mandalore means I could probably talk to him about, you know, stuff. What? Okay.
I want to have a word with you.
What is it?
I wanted to make sure that we have some things clear. Right now, we both seek the same goals, whatever our reasons may be. The Sith must be stopped. If they destroy the Jedi, the Republic will fall and my people will be eradicated or enslaved. To survive, I'll help you. But as Mandalore, I have another duty. The unification of the clans.
How do you plan on doing that?
After our defeat at Malachor, the survivors spread across the Outer Rim, many taking up work as mercenaries, or worse. But they cannot have fallen so far that they will not recognize a new Mandalore has been chosen. One who will restore our people to glory. I'll fight beside you, but I'm warning you, don't get in my way. I'm not asking for help. I'm just asking you to let me do this. Cross me, and I might have to reevaluate our arrangement.
Never wanted your help in the first place. That threat can't stay idly by while you resurrect the Republic. Is that a threat?
Of course it's a threat. Get in my way, it'll be something more. After the Sith are dealt with, you can turn your attention to us. Or maybe we can forge an alliance of our own. Our next battle need not be fought against your Republic. Consider what I've said. Now, is there something else you needed?
What do you mean something else I needed? Do you know anything about this world?
I know Dantooine all too well. The Jedi had a secret enclave here. It wasn't secret enough. Sith forces attacked it during the war. It used to be a simple farm world. I don't know how it's changed since then. Now, is there something else you needed?
What's your take on the Republic?
The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead.
Seem awfully complimentary of, Revan, considering that she destroyed your people.
Only Revan was worthy of our respect. We swept through the Outer Rim without any opposition until Revan assumed command of the Republic forces. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought, while the others cowered in their halls, afraid to meet us head-on.
It wasn't fear that kept the Jedi from fighting.
I'm sure there were good reasons.
I think I've already had this conversation before.
Coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that destroyed ours. You were a worthy opponent. Now, is there something else you needed?
Yeah, that's... Can't really talk much to Mandalore. Even with the restored content mod, I think Mandalore is just very incomplete. Unfinished. Either way, I think I need to go meet at the, maybe not the salvager camp, but probably close to it, because the whole idea was that we were, amassing Jedi numbers at the Enclave. Hopefully that means I can just go ahead and kill them all. Because that was kind of the idea. You sure are one dynamite gal. Oh, that's probably... Oh, now I can actually enter the Enclave proper. I don't know why it's giving us the sweeping shot. We've been here before. I suppose to focus on the door that we can go into now. Yep, the door. The gates are open. That's an early reference to Hearthstone. Hi, bud. What you doing? You sitting and staring at me? I've been going for regular walks. My parents got me an Apple Watch for Christmas, and I've been using it to ooh, what do we got here?
Out of my way. I am Colonel Tobin of the Onderon Lord, I bring news of the Jedi, a place where you may feed. Telos, Master. There is an academy of Jedi on Telos, perhaps hundreds of them. Enough to sustain you, and enough for you to free Onderon. Enough for you to free Onderon.
Free Onderon. From the, I guess he really did believe in the Republic there. He did not believe in the Republic. Believed in the cause of that Onderon was being enslaved by the Republic. There did used to be a giant tree there. I believe they've done this to sort of spark feelings of, it's only been 2 years. How did this become so overgrown? I think it's only been 2 years. Maybe like space-time shenanigantery or whatever. Maybe I'm estimating, like underestimating the all of this. Mostly just want to explore and see what's... Hey, a corpse! Any data pads? Crystal, Opula, Hyperadrenal, Stamina, and credits. Anyway, I got an Apple Watch. And, I've been comparing, like, my workout stuff with friends. Particularly Steven and Mal, because I think we actually talked about this on Disc Only a little bit. But, there's a lot of, like, unhinged stuff you could send each other, in regards to your workouts. I think the last thing, Silvar's robe, a Chinese stimulant, and, oh, I gotta take a look at that robe. One of the last things Steven sent me was, something about leaving the land of the living. I sort of refused, ooh, Darth Malik's armor. I kind of refused to believe that that was here we go, Silvar's robe, restricted to light side, unfortunately. I refused to believe that that wasn't a pre-canned, message, and then so I sent that to him, and he responded, "Soon you'll be dead." Nothing like the support of a friend when you're trying to work out. Hi, Kreia. You didn't come with me, so I don't know why you're here. We gonna learn more about your motivations?
It has been some time.
Supposed to be a bench there?
The years have not been kind to us both, it seems.
I have felt your arrival through the Force, though it is difficult here on Dantooine. I know what you have done. The other master. Now you must answer for your crimes.
I'm sorry. His wrist just like flipping around with the lightsaber because it was supposed to be part of that animation. This is all that's left of the Jedi Order, then this shall be a short battle indeed. He's gonna resist kill 100%. But I'll give it a shot. I'll give kill a shot. I'll definitely use plague. Whirlwind and storm. He didn't resist kill? Holy cow! What a short battle. I'm too powerful.
And so here lies all that remain of the Jedi. It is a powerful thing you have achieved here. You have brought death again to Dantooine.
Is this all the Jedi who remain?
Your actions have crippled the Order, perhaps destroyed them.
Are there other Jedi left in the galaxy?
No. Perhaps it is difficult to say. For every Jedi slain, for every Sith slain, another rises. But the Order is wounded, yes.
Why have you brought me here?
Because there is something we must discuss. I have done what I can to keep you from the Jedi and the Sith, but a critical moment approaches, and what you have done is not enough. Master Vrook, despite his faults, was right to come here. I had thought he might have recognized Dantooine for what it was, what had been done there. You are tied to places such as these, you know.
For once, speak plainly, I don't have time for your riddles. What do you mean? As much as all life is connected, too bad Vrook is dead now, as dead as he was blind. Vrook said Dantooine was a dead world. That all the deaths there were screams felt in the Force.
Yes, but Master Vrook was unwilling to see what other masters may have seen. That the echo of Dantooine he felt was inside you as well. They admitted it as much in the council chamber after your trial, though they did not understand what it meant at first. They assumed it was a threat that they felt. From one perspective, they were correct. As much as you can form connections to others, such connections exist on a galactic scale as well. It is possible to hurt or sever those connections, to create places in the Force where it is difficult to center oneself, but that is the crudest form of manipulation. It is possible to affect those connections in other ways, by the slightest action. A seemingly minor choice, a small cruelty. The stronger your connection to life, to the Force, the stronger these echoes can be made, and the stronger they are felt. When heard, Force sensitives instinctively seek out the source, are drawn to it to try and form a connection. And when the connection is formed, both become stronger, and the influence between them grows.
So that is why they joined me.
Your companions. Many are touched by the Force on some level, and in many ways they serve out of compulsion and because your connection influences them strongly. It was much like it was for you in the Mandalorian Wars, with many Jedi under your command. But this connection has other consequences. When the Source is wounded, the one on which others draw strength, then they are wounded as well. What one feels, the other feels. And when others die, the scream travels back to the Source.
Are you saying that's what I heard during the last battle against the Mandalorians? Traveling back to me.
If they occur at the same time, or at the right time, these screams will build upon each other until it is the only sound you can hear. And the deaths of many will cause the screams to build until their pain becomes yours, and you die as well. And that is why during the Mandalorian Wars, you lost your connection to the Force. It was that final battle, the deaths of so many Jedi, that caused you to lose your connection. It caused the wound that you feel now. It caused pain in the Force, an emptiness, a wound that has yet to heal. But it does not end there. If it did, then perhaps the threat that we face would be more manageable. This pain I describe, the echo of these acts, is true of planets as well. Tremendous loss of life on a planetary scale can also cast echoes, create a scream, a wound in the Force that can travel across the galaxy. It can be felt by Force sensitives, and it can influence them whether they realize it or not. If enough of these echoes are allowed to build in the Force uncontrolled, the consequences could be disastrous. The connections of all life would be affected.
Vrook said that the dead worlds leave wounds, screams in the Force. Assuming I believe this is what would happen, Vrook said it was difficult to feel Force, That wasn't Master Vrook, though, was it? That was the guy we saw in Onderon, who wasn't... Maybe that was... Who is the guy who's played by Ed Asner? That was Vrook, right? Vrook said it was difficult to feel Force uses on Dantooine because of the destruction there. Yeah, this is where Vrook was, because he was held captive.
Yes, in that he was correct. But like Vrook himself, that is incomplete in itself, and it only achieves meaning when part of a larger whole. As I have said, screams and their echoes can overlap, build in strength. And if timed correctly, they will build on each other. The scream will grow. And anything that can hear this scream shall be deafened or killed.
Seems incredible, but yet I believe you. How could one create, let alone control such a thing?
But in order for this to work, all of them must be timed correctly, must be carefully orchestrated and controlled, from the greatest to the smallest of echoes, even the ones that come from a lone exile echoing across the galaxy. And when that exile forms connections to others as you do, the danger becomes apparent. The echo continues to grow, to travel.
Kavar said I form bonds easily, connections to all life.
Yes, he is correct. You form such bonds easily. The why of it is not important now. All that is important is that you understand that your actions affect others strongly. Anyone can do such things, since life is connected by the Force. Sometimes the connections are faint, but in your case, they are very strong. You instinctively know how to manipulate such connections, to influence others. You have seen it mirrored in those who travel with you. You give others strength to act, but it is also possible to draw upon the strength of others to increase your own. It is similar to drawing upon the Force as Jedi do, but when it is touched by the power of the dark side, it is something else, something deadly. These Sith we face, they have learned how to do this. It is a technique that has been lost for some time, not seen in the days since the ancient Sith. They can use it to consume other Force sensitives, and at the highest pinnacle of power, use it to consume anything that lives. The blind seer. Her master has harnessed this technique, and he is rapidly approaching the height of its power. I fear he may even rival some of the ancient Sith. He is already more of a force than a living thing, a hole in the Force that threatens to draw everything into it. And the teaching must die with him, or else all life will be placed in jeopardy. The destruction of the Order, the Masters, it was not an end in itself. I did not expect them to still live. Their presence was knowledge I did not possess. But now this has been corrected, and now the sides of this conflict are as I had thought them to be. There are no more unknowns. But this moment is all that really matters. It was never my wish that you find the Masters, only find yourself, although I did not expect them to still live. I had hoped you would learn something from the Jedi Masters as they fell before you, not just of battle, but of yourself and the Force.
What was I supposed to learn?
I must know. If killing them, if revenge brought you any measure of satisfaction. If seeing them dead has settled the disquiet within you.
Didn't you want to see them dead? Why do you wish to know? I will not rest until every Jedi lies dead.
That is your wish, not mine. There is strength in defeating an enemy, not slaying them. I merely wished them to see that they and their teachings were wrong, that one could not truly understand the Force simply by adhering to the Jedi Code. All I have ever trained have been failures to them. Students who went to fight the Mandalorians, who fell to the dark side, who abandoned their training. To see one that had the strength to best them, that is a moment I will not forget. Yet it has not been as satisfying as I had hoped. To best one in battle is one thing. To defeat them without striking a blow, that was my hope. Regardless, it had to be done. To have such powerful Jedi still live, still be felt in the Force, even on such worlds as they had chosen, was a threat that had to be ended.
A threat? How?
That is not important. First, let us return to my question. If, by killing these Jedi, if you achieved any measure of peace.
No, for Atris still lives.
It was as I thought. You have failed me, completely and utterly. I have taught you to hear the Force again, shown you the contrast, and yet still you do not understand. This is what you have wrought. Countless murderers, slayers, assassins, born of war that has, as always, taught the wrong lesson. You showed them life without the Force, and instead of showing them truth, power, all you showed them was how the galaxy may die. You are responsible for all of this. Even now, events spiral towards destruction, and there is nothing that can be done because you refuse to listen, to understand. You have seen the effects you have on those close to you, heard the echoes scream across dead planets, and watched as your strength has grown. Yet it is for nothing. To have the Jedi Masters brought low by such a failure, there is no victory in that. You have not heard a thing I have taught, and for all I have said, you have never learned to listen. There. Do you feel that, exile? It cuts through your defenses, as unprepared for such an attack as you are. Let that pain be a lesson and a reminder of what you have forgotten. You were my last hope, the only one who could change what is to come. And now you have left me nothing. I shall teach you no longer. Our bond remains, but that is all. This place will hide you from the Sith for a time, enough to do what must be done. Stay here and die, apprentice, among the wreckage of all that remains of the Jedi. It is a fitting grave, until the Sith come to end you, to end everything.